help me see the very best in me. And now you there when nobody there. Now you invest in me. And I will walk 1,000 miles if only you will hold my hand. I will go the distance all the way for you. You know I can. People, they ask me, say, what's in they make me smile? I tell the whole world, say, now you be my life. And if them argue, say, we no go last reach night. I tell the people, say, you know if you kill starlight. Them say my eye go clear. Them say your eye go tear. Darling, no mind them. Make you no send them. Them no be gone, my dear. And I will walk 1,000 miles if only you will hold my hand. I will go the distance all the way for you. You know I can. People, they ask me, say, waiting, they make me smile. I tell the whole world, say, now you be my life. And if them argue, say, yeah, we no go last reach night. I tell the people, say, you know fi kill. Starlight they shine from night till the morning. You know they tire, you know they die. And even when it disappears, still they help they shine somewhere all the time. People they ask me, say, waiting they make me smile. I tell the whole world, say, now you be my life. Oh, people they ask me, say, waiting they make me smile. I tell the whole world, say, now you be my life. Oh, I make them argue, say, that we don't go last reach night. I tell them people, say, you know if it kills starlight.
Sensitivity is a short, sharp pain that people experience when they have something hot or cold getting to the nerve.
This was me right after I started my business. You see, starting my business,
Okay, Chioma.
Pack my bags, I'm leaving town. Bought a one-way ticket, I ain't coming back. Goodbye, friend, and goodbye, home. I'm gonna see that, and that's my home. And goodbye, mama. Please don't cry. Say I can stay. Don't ask me why. Got no money, just hopes and dreams. all dreams come true. I'm gonna work hard in the city.
Okay.
So wish me well. I'm gonna be a famous superstar. I'm gonna drive a big old fancy car and fly my own plane all across this world. And when the time is right, I find myself a girl. I had about life in the city, so that's where all dreams come true. I'm gonna work hard in the city, so wish me well. Wish me well. I had a bottle in the city, and that's where all dreams come true. I'm gonna work hard in the city, so wish me well, wish me well. I had a bottle life in the city, so that's where all my dreams will come true. I'm gonna work hard, and when I get there, so wish me well, wish me well.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful section of today's program. My name is Matiluko, and I'm happy to have every one of us here today. It is going to be a wonderful moment. First and foremost, I want to appreciate everyone who who participated in our last section with Olamide. Olamide from the Philippines. He's actually a movie actor. He's a model, and he's also a full-time seafarer. And basically, I said that the seafarer side of him is a bit hidden because it's not meant to be lauded as much. But I welcome you to this live section. Thank you for joining us. And also, I want to appreciate those of the people who contributed in the last section, those who won our giveaway prize. Last time we were here, we spoke about the Obetodu spice. This is the Obetodu spice, and this is the gram masala of the Obetodu spice. I hopefully hope that they would actually become our grand sponsor. We are looking for sponsors on this particular show. So for our lucky winners, I say thank you and congratulations. We had a little challenge in sending them the spice because of distance, and but they were properly satisfied with the option we gave them. And we have the fried rice. Like I said, they have the fried rice, they have the gram masala, and the likes. That different version of the spice. And I also want to appreciate everyone who joined last week and contributed with their questions, your comments. We love you. We love you. Thank you very much. We had people from Brazil and everywhere around the world. It is always a wonderful moment with you guys here. Like I said, every time when I'm on live here, I always say this every time. My name is Joshua Eitayo Matiluko. I am this particular person who loves to talk about everything, everything. I'll talk about sexuality, religion, everything that affects us, even in the society and the likes. And the reason why I do these things is because if we don't talk about this, we won't be able to move forward, you know. And progress comes from deliberation, bringing bright minds together. Today, talking about bright minds, I have somebody who is actually a super bright mind of our own. You know, ladies in the house, I'm sure you guys are very proud of this individual. Everyone who knows her knows that she's top notch at what she does, and I celebrate her so much. Her name is Chioma Nnanna. Chioma Nnanna, and before she comes on live, I know that many of us has been anticipating because one thing I've known about Chioma is that although being young, she had actually set milestones for herself, and she's just starting. You know, when you're starting and you're starting strong, you are actually at it. So with a virtual round of applause, I want to welcome my beautiful and amazing Chioma Nnanna, my guest today. Welcome, Chioma.
Oh, good afternoon, everybody. It's an honor being here. I'm so happy to be here today.
Yeah, Chioma, welcome. How are you doing? You're looking so bright.
Thank you. You're not looking bad yourself.
Thank you very much. Oh, man. So we actually waited for this, and I want to appreciate the efforts of everyone who had worked towards this period. Even I want to appreciate Chioma Nnanna herself. Chioma is actually very awesome. And if you don't know her in person, I guess you should don't slide into her DM. Send her a mail. Make it a business contract. Okay.
Yeah, I like the business.
Yeah, I'm sure Chioma Nnanna likes the business side. So first and foremost, let me just give us a brief heading about Chioma Nnanna. What I know about Chioma Nnanna. Definitely, trust me, I don't know much because you can't know a person more than the person himself or herself. So I don't know much. But the little I know about Chioma Nnanna is an author. She's a public speaker. She's an advocate for decent dressing. And when I talk about decent dressing, it is called BAM, is it not?
Dab.
So, dab. Okay, dab. Oh, more like the dab. Okay, yeah. So, Chioma Nnanna she's multifarious, she's multi-talented, and I'm happy to have you here today, Chioma. Welcome to the show. So, Chioma, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm feeling great. I feel excited to be here today. This is my first live video, actually. So, it's huge for me.
Oh, wow. So, you actually, I saw something you said that you don't actually do live, and you chose to do this one, and I really appreciate that. But it keeps me wondering why now? What is actually happening in this period?
I just felt it was time. It's something I've been holding back from due to, let's say, fear.
Yeah.
Because when you make videos and post online, you have time to edit. You have time to your mistake is in front of everybody. But I said that it's time to actually do what I always advise people to do. Do it afraid. Because if I keep postponing it, 10 years from now, I'll still be waiting for my best life. So why not just do it now? That's
true. That's true. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Do you know what you can do for me? Just give me a brief introduction of yourself. Everybody wants to know who is Chioma Nnanna. So from your own race, let me know who you are. Speak to us.
Okay. My name is Chioma Nnanna. I am an undergraduate of mass communication at Matiluko University. I'm a writer. I am a public speaking coach. I'm a business passion enthusiast and the founder of DAB. I am a sickle cell activist. I am a spoken word activist. But what I tell people is that before all these things, I am first of all a Christian. Yes, my beliefs are based on my first. Before being a speaker, before being a writer, before being a sickle cell activist, I am first of all a Christian. So that's a
Wow.
summary of who I am. Every other thing is just an outlet of expression for me, a way for me to express my thoughts, my beliefs, and feelings.
That's wonderful. Sincerely, that's wonderful. Can you just give us a quick background on yeah, a quick history on your background? First and foremost, checking out on you, I have realized that you have this all these things you've said. They are wonderful, and let us just know a little bit about your background. How was it out? Growing up as a child.
Okay. Okay, I'm from a family of six. My
Okay.
dad, my mom, and I have three other siblings. I
Okay.
have a sister, an elder sister, an elder brother, and a younger brother.
Okay.
So growing up was pretty ordinary, and nothing much happened. Just normal, regular Nigerian life. Went to school, but what would I say happened when I was growing up? Nothing special, just the fact that I've been very, very ambitious from a young
Okay.
age. I always wanted
Yeah.
to achieve things, even right from
Yeah.
primary school. I remember in primary school we had a competition to attend, and then it was supposed to be primary six students that would participate in that competition. But I was in primary four, and I was selected, and we went out there for the competition and stuff. So right from primary school, I've been trying to
Wow.
be at the forefront, do things that are not supposed to be doing at that age. Good things.
Wow.
I've always been
Wow.
trying to follow people that are actually older than me, do things that are above my age. And what will I say again happened? My childhood was pretty ordinary, just regular, everyday.
Let me say something about that. Your childhood was pretty ordinary, but with a pinch of extraordinary hidden in it.
And it's actually extra that makes it extraordinary.
Yeah, because I can imagine, primary six students gathering, and you at primary four, you're being picked for a competition that is meant for primary six students, and it must have had an extra of the extraordinary in it. Thank you very, very much. So straight up, we're going straight into this. Let me go first for your books, because that's one thing that is amazing me. How many books do you have now on record?
Bye.
Okay, you've authored 5 books at the moment, and
Yes.
how has it been for you, the process? Now this is Nigeria. We are in Nigeria, and unlike when I was with my previous guest, is not correct at the moment, was not in Nigeria, but now we are in the economy, we're in Nigeria, and in Nigeria, a lot of people have dreams. I can tell you that a lot of people have this book they want to write. They have, yeah, especially when it comes to writing and producing book. And I can remember Miles Morio say something about the graveyard being the richest part of the world, the richest place in the world, because there are many music never written, many books. So tell me, how were you able to go from 1 to 5?
Okay, it's all a process.
Yeah.
My first book, I did not plan to write a book. It just happened. I actually posted a series on Facebook. It was a story, Expensive Joke and the Web. Expensive Joke was a series I was posting on Facebook about undergraduate life to teach some lessons about things undergraduates go through and what we could learn from some of the mistakes people have made. It's a fictional story, but it could as well be the life story of over 1,000 undergraduates out there. So when I was writing the story, towards the end, the readers started asking me to turn it into an ebook, turn it into a book. They want to buy, they want to read these. There was so much great reviews about the book, and I just said, why not make it a book? And then I went, worked on it, improved on it, added some things, because it's a very short story, Expensive Joke. Then I wrote a sequel, The Web. From there, from 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 4 books, and then we're here at 5.
Wow, that's wonderful. Sincerely. So, what would you actually advise somebody who has that dream and saying to himself, "I really want to do this"? Because I can tell you, there are many people out there. They really have they have the potential to do. They have the potential to deliver, but probably one thing or the other has been hindering them for all the while. What can you say to that particular person?
Okay, if you want to write a book, first thing is know why you're writing your book. Don't deceive yourself or try to confuse yourself. Are you writing for prestige? Are you writing for money? Are you writing for any other reason? Because why you're writing your book will determine the content of your book. And then ask yourself, is there a ready market for your book? You don't want to write a book that's not in demand, so you don't get frustrated after publishing your book and nobody's buying it. Make sure that you have a ready market for it. Prepare your audience for your book. What I tell people is that it's not when you're writing a book, it's not about you, it's about your audience. It's not about what you want to write, it's about what people want to read. So make sure you write a book that people want to read. I wrote Fiction Writer's Handbook. People have been asking me about how to write. So I wrote a book people actually need. So when you're writing a book, make sure you write a book that is in demand. And then make sure you're not writing a book simply to just become an author. Don't do that. Don't make that mistake. Make sure you're writing a book because you have something to offer. One very important factor when thinking about writing a book is to make sure that you have value to offer. Your book is a representative of you. You don't want to write a book that is shallow. That is less than what people expect. You don't want to bring your brand image with a very bad book. Because if you write a good book, what it's going to do for you is going to do two things for you. Whoever that reads your book will recommend you to others. And when they read your book, next time you write a book again, they will want to read that book. But if they read your first book, it's nonsense, it's rubbish, it's not standard. Next time you write a book, they won't purchase it and they won't recommend you. So you're just basically ruining your brand image just for quick cash.
That's very solid. That's very solid. You see the purpose. What you said is really solid. Then, can you just give us a little briefing? Let us understand what exactly is DAB.
Okay, DAB.
Yeah.
Okay, like I said before, I am a decent fashion enthusiast. I love fashion. I love looking good, but I also love looking decent. Yes, I love looking decent. And so I found out that we have very few platforms that support decent fashion. Most media make it look like for you to be fashionable, you have to show some skin, you have to look rugged, you have to look a certain way that does not conform to my faith. So I said to myself, why not create a platform where we can actually celebrate decent fashion? Because I believe that what you celebrate is what is going to thrive. Yeah. What you promote is what people are going to put up as a culture. And I don't believe in complaining about the non-exist of something. I believe in actually filling up the gap. So if something is not in place, I don't complain about it. I see how can I fill up that gap. And so I created DAB. DAB stands for Decent and Beautiful. I started out as a weekly fashion program that I run on Fridays called Decent and Beautiful Ladies with Chioma Expires. But I had to remove the word ladies later on when I included fashion too. So what we do basically on DAB, on our weekly fashion program, is that I give fashion tips and then I celebrate decent ladies and men that are already upholding the standard of decency. I do this in order to encourage decent fashion. The main aim of that is just to make decent fashion popular. That's just the summary of what that is about, to make decent fashion popular.
Interesting. That's very wonderful. Sincerely. Let's hit it. Now, today we are here today to discuss on the page setters manual. Now, is there anything truly like the page setters manual? Can you just imagine saying, okay, the page setters manual? What exactly do you think that is?
Yes, I believe there's a manual for page setters because I believe success has a formula. Like someone said, success leaves footprints, and if you follow it, you achieve the same results. Success is not a mystery. It's actually very, very simple, and that's the issue. Many people expect success to be complex, and that's why they miss it. They don't believe a simple formula is the solution. And then before I talk about the page setters manual and everything, the success formula, I want to address the issue of success being by chance. Can success happen by chance? Yes, it can. But if you have this overnight success that's usually rare, you will still need the success formula to maintain it. That you got successful by chance does not mean that you can maintain it by chance. You will need to apply the same principles to remain at the top. I tell people that becoming successful is actually easier than remaining successful. For example, a musician becomes popular overnight, maybe by some stroke of luck, his music goes viral, and then everybody is talking about his songs. For him to retain that attention, he will need to keep out dishing out top-notch content.
Very well.
If not, social media will forget him. they'll move on to the next hot topic. You will fizzle out. So becoming popular, becoming an overnight sensation by chance, you will still need the success formula to remain relevant. To become successful, all you simply need is preparation should meet, opportunity should meet preparation.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
true.
it takes to become successful. But to
Yeah.
remain successful, that would remain, to remain at the top, you would need much more than preparation. You would need diligence. You
Yeah.
need hard work. You need
Hold
consistency.
on.
You
Hold
would
on.
need
Hold on.
a whole manual for that.
Hold on. No, sorry, I'm cutting you there. But you said to become successful, opportunity meets preparation.
Yes.
Yeah, that's alone in itself. So even when we're talking about being successful by chance, it takes a level of preparation.
Yeah, it
And
still requires preparation though.
and because if you never produce that song, how will it ever blow? I hope you're getting me. and,
Yes, I guess
and
your point.
yeah, and that alone in itself excites me because you see, many at times people just want to leave things to chance, and when you leave things to chance, you don't you might think you would get it by chances, but when the chance come, you might not be prepared for it. And that's one thing I want people to sink in before we even start talking about how to stay up. How to remain successful. We need to understand that for you to be successful, you first have to be prepared. And thank you very much for that. That's a very, very solid one. That's a very, very solid one. So, Shoma, now most of these things that you talk about, when somebody see you and somebody come across you on the street, they want to believe that, oh, okay, Shoma has all the old resources at hand. That's why she could actually do most of these things she's doing. That's why she could achieve the way she's achieving. And what will you do you have to what response do you have to that? Is it actually true that you have all the resources at hand? The moment you need 100k, it is there, so you could actually produce this, you should actually do that, and there is no challenge at all.
No, that's a big fat no. My answer to that question is a big fat no. I face challenges. Like I have my own. Everybody has challenges. Every successful person you see out there has passed through one thing or the other.
Yeah.
Let me just tell a brief story. Right from
Okay.
when I was small, I loved public speaking. This is just one of my challenges right now to just share with you. Right from when I was small, I loved public speaking. I loved to go on stage. I was a very shy child. If you come to meet me for a one-on-one discussion, I'm very shy. Even right now, if you come to meet me for a one-on-one discussion, I'm shy. But whenever I go on stage, things are different. I just become bold. I become excited. I just love standing on stage, being in the spotlight. And so when my primary school had a end of the year party, I volunteered to read the news, and my teacher said no. And I didn't know why. Until a classmate of mine told me that my teacher said my voice sounded local. So I was in primary school, and that was my favorite teacher. So you can imagine what that did to my side. I felt hurt. I felt bad. And I could have run into a shell and become some shy, insecure child, always looking over her shoulder, always feeling scared, always feeling that my voice sounds local. Those words, your voice sounds local, actually trailed me for a long time in life. But then something amazing happened. My passion and love for public speaking would not allow me to go into a show. So I did the opposite of what my challenge expected me to do. Normally I would be expected to become shy and never go on stage again. But rather, I started chasing after every opportunity to go on stage. Whether in school, in church, in secondary school, I joined the Great Debaters. It's a group of people that are trained by my school to represent the school in debate competitions and speech competitions. I got a chance finally to represent my school in a debate competition, and then I was the chief speaker with that same voice that was STEM local. We qualified for the finals with that same voice that was STEM local, and we beat several other schools with me being the chief speaker with the same voice that was STEM local. I became the head girl of my secondary school with the same voice that was STEM local. I was the vice president of Anti-Corruption Club with the same voice that was STEM local. I was still the vice president of Future Leaders Club with the same voice that was then local. I became Asomax PR with the voice that was then local. I joined an 8 club. I was the presidential aspirant for it with the same voice that was then local. In secondary school, we have a tradition in an 8 club to go to other schools every World AIDS Day to talk to students about HIV. And then I was selected to do that. So on World AIDS Day, I went to another school. I spoke to unfamiliar faces about HIV. With the same voice that was then local. So if you ask me if I had challenges, I had. I had people say hurtful words to me that could have made me run into a shell. But how did I overcome them? I would say simple, pure passion. Most time when we think about overcoming challenges, when we think about challenges, we tend to think about external factors, forgetting that there are battles to win inside of me. Yes, I was told hurtful words, but I didn't allow those words to hold me back. I knew that she said this thing about me, but it doesn't have to be my reality. What matters is what I make of myself. Do I believe those words? Do I allow those words to limit me? Right now, you can't tell me my voice sounds local. Okay, yes, maybe my voice actually sounded local at that time, but I worked on it. So when they criticize you, take this criticism, check it. Is there any iota of truth inside of it? If there is, work on it. Become a better version of yourself, and never allow anybody's definition of you to be who you are. Rather, define yourself. Choose your path. Choose who you want to be, because you can be anything, anything at all. Take me for instance. I was told my voice sounded local, but right now, I am a public speaking coach. How incredible is that?
Now, that's amazing. Now it's leaving me to wonder. I'm beginning to, imagine what exactly inspires you. Now, telling us that your primary school story and seeing for a fact that most times what words like that, especially from teachers in nursery at the nursery stage, tends to stay with people till adulthood, and so many people never comes out of this. So what exactly was your own escape? How could you escape this?
Seriously, those words in primary school tend to have greater impact on people's lives. Because I thought those words trailed me for a long time in my life. I became conscious of the way I speak. I was conscious of the way I pronounce words. In secondary school, I was usually embarrassed because I was always scared that my voice sounds local. But then there's something about me is that I love public speaking. I just love it. So even if I was scared, even if I felt bad, I just could not stay away from the stage. I could not just stay away from the spotlight. So even if I was scared, I was still going on stage.
Oh, cool.
And not what they say about doing it afraid. The more I went on stage, the more I became better. I tell people that you don't become better backstage, you become better on stage. So when you keep going on stage, you begin to become better at what you do. It's not by running away you become better version of yourself. It's by actually doing that thing. You see your mistakes, you become better. I don't speak the way I used to speak before. I've changed. Change has happened. What has been keeping me right now is, I would say, love for what I do. I love what I do. I love public speaking. I might not be the best at it right now, but I simply love it. And so I keep doing it. And by doing it, I become better.
Chioma, you inspire me. There's something you said here now. You said you don't become better backstage, you only become better on stage. Oh, do you know you said that?
It just came out of my mouth.
No, that's a revelation. That's a revelation. You only become better on stage. So at times you need to do it afraid. You are scared about it. You need to do it afraid. You think you're not good enough. Do it afraid. At times, the best way to prove people wrong is to prove that you are right. And the best way to say you are right, the best way to say you're right is to show them the actions of doing things rightly. And thank you very much for choosing right, because I personally, I had been fully inspired by what you said. There are many people today, I know many people today that are still doing many things backstage. They're still writing the song backstage. They're still writing that poem backstage. They're still designing that graphics backstage. They're still playing that music, instrument, the guitar, the saxophone backstage. They're still writing that musical, movie backstage. They are still doing a lot of things backstage, but you need to step on the stage. You need to step on the stage. We have a question here from Brenda Umno. She's saying something like, can you coach children on public speaking? Let's say a teenager.
Okay, someone has asked me about that before, and yes, I actually have two students on ground, two children on ground that are ready for a public speaking class. So
Okay.
I'm looking to get more children because I can't just coach two children alone unless they want an exclusive class. So yes, I'm open to coaching children on public speaking.
Okay. So, okay,
Yeah, I
let
feel
me
I'm able
also.
to share my own experience since public speaking for me started when I was a child. So I'm able to
Yeah,
share my own
yeah,
experience with them
very
and groom
true.
them.
You're very true. So, that's also remind me. I think I saw something about you having an exclusive class for 10. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm organizing a public speaking masterclass for just 10 participants. I don't want to have a huge class right now because the last time I had the training, I had over 300 participants from different parts of the world, like Canada, India, Cameroon, South Africa. And it was an intensive training with assignments, but I want to focus on the participants this time individually. This particular masterclass I'm having, there'll be assignments and practicals for each day. It's going to be more intensive. I have a scheme of work of over 25 hot topics with public speaking. So I want to take my time out to focus on them. It's going to be for 2 weeks. So imagine if I leave the door open for as many people as possible. It will be so
Yeah, I
stressful for me.
understand.
So that's
I
why
understand.
STEM.
But after the pandemic and the COVID-19 period, we are actually hopeful you actually have an open conference, probably at a venue, so we can all come in and learn from your bunch of experiences and your skill. That reminds me, I also remember a question I wanted to ask personally, although you've spoken a little bit about that, but I still want to brush on it a little. So how do I build my charisma as a public speaker?
Okay, charisma. This is charisma is actually called irresistible. We all have that friend that once he goes on stage and speaks, everybody listens to him. And everybody just seems to agree with him. I actually have a friend like that. It's called Alex. Once Alex speaks with his deep booming voice, you just want to listen to him. Unconsciously, you just want to listen and agree with whatever he says, and that's charisma. And actually, it can be cultivated. Some people are born with it, but some people actually learn to be charismatic. Now, one very important thing in gaining charisma is confidence. I tell people this a lot is that public speaking, in public speaking, one thing you cannot do without, something you cannot play with is confidence. Confidence is what is going to help your public speaking career a whole lot. In building charisma, if people feel you're confident, they'll be more willing to listen to you.
You're
I
very
tell
true.
people that if you cannot trust yourself to deliver, why should other people trust you to deliver? So if you come on stage and you're looking scared, people will not listen to you. They will not even give you time of day. But if you come on stage and you're looking so bold, so sure of what you're going to say, people would unconsciously pay attention to you and then listen to you. They'll be more willing to accept your ideas. And then one thing that will help your charisma is that have a human face. What I mean by a human face is that look relatable. Don't go on stage and have a stone cold face. Don't look like you're there to fight with your audience. When you go on stage, try to smile, try to look like you're having a conversation. Yes, it makes your audience calm. It makes them able to relate with you better. It helps them to feel like you're not there to just talk at them, but you're there to talk with them. And that's what audience actually wants. They want to feel connected to you. So once they feel connected to you, it helps your public speaking appearance, help your public speaking presentation really. So in building charisma, make sure you're confident. Confidence is a must. You cannot joke about being confident as a public speaker and then have a human face. Go on stage smiling, go on stage to have a conversation. Don't go on stage with the idea of going to go and talk at your audience. Go on stage with the idea, with the mind of going to talk with them.
Yeah.
And it's going to help you a lot. There's a whole lot involved in having charisma. But these are just the two things I will share today. Just make
No
sure you're
problem.
confident, and then go on stage, have a conversation, smiling. Make sure you're able to relate with your audience to help your charisma.
Yeah, so Brenda wants to know how much the
Are you
masterclass
still
is and
here?
when does the registration close. But I think we should treat this at the end of the interview or at the end of the discussion. How much is the masterclass and the likes? You would actually attempt that very soon at the end of the interview. Miss Brenda, please get with us. Thank you very much. So now at this point, what can you say is the first look out into the manual of a pay setter? Or can you just give us a true light, exactly into who the pay setter can be in as a whole? Are you there? Okay, sure. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me, Shema, please? I just want to know.
Okay, a pace setter is
Okay.
someone that I can hear you.
All right, all right, all right,
Yes, I can hear you.
all right. All right,
Should
Shema.
I answer now?
Yeah, you can answer. Thank you. I can hear you very well, please. You can answer. Thank you very much. Go ahead, please.
Should I answer?
Yeah, please. All
Okay,
right.
I was saying a pace setter is someone that runs ahead of the race, meaning that you cannot be at the same level with other people and call yourself a pace setter. You must be at least a step ahead. A pace setter is someone that sets an example for others to follow. You go ahead, you make an achievement, and then you leave a trail path for others to follow you. Because a pace setter, you cannot be average. You have to
Mm,
be extra.
you have to have the extra. So, what is the first thing, the first characteristics of a pace setter, or rather, the first thing in the lookout of the manual of a pace setter?
Okay, like I said before, to be a pace setter, you must be ahead. And that is, when I was creating the manual for pace setters, I created a formula. I call it the Chase Blueprint.
Oh,
CHASE. Yes, it's a 5 point blueprint. The
mm,
formula for success, the formula that page setters make use of, the page setters
mm.
manual. Now, the C stands for consistency.
Okay.
Now, I believe that whatever you do continually over time, you become an expert at. So if you do something today, do it tomorrow, and you keep doing it over and over again, with time, you become an expert in that field. Now it's very easy to start something, but it's more difficult to continue doing that thing. And I know this for a fact because I run a weekly fashion program, and I know how hard it is for me to create content every Friday for that. And then I see this other person, I'm trying to remember his name right now. It's Jude Idada, yes. Then I'm award winning writer. He won the last ANA awards for Nigerian writer, one of the most prestigious awards Nigerian authors can actually win. But yet he posts stories on Facebook every single day. Why does he do? Is it that he's jobless? No. Consistency sharpens your skills. Consistency makes you better at what you do. Personally, my writing career took a big leap after I participated in a 31 days November writing challenge in 2018. And then by March, I started to do my own writing challenge. I organized a March challenge. I wrote for 30 days consistently in March 2019. And then I saw
Wow.
my writing skills improve drastically.
Wow.
So consistency is very important. Somebody
Mm,
asked Onobidi a question. He asked him, how can I write like you? And Onobidi
mm.
said he replied the man simply. He said, write every single morning. Simple.
Yeah.
So that's simple. Write every
Yeah.
single morning.
I think I
That's
saw
how you
that.
can become better at what you do.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank God
Yeah.
for
C is for consistency. Then we have
for
H. Now, this H stands for
okay, please go ahead. Let me interrupt you.
okay, this H stands for hard work. Now, we can all dream of success, but are you ready to put in the required work to achieve success? Success requires hard work. You cannot just fold your hands and want to be successful. Edwin Dewo tells us about our own experience, the founder of Open on Facebook. She says sometimes she will be sick or she will have to show up strong for a live video on Facebook. Why? Because she must pay the price for success. When I was writing Fiction Writer's Handbook, my latest book, several nights I had to stay up late typing on my laptop while other people were busy snoring in the night. It was not convenient for me, but I know that success will require you to inconvenience yourself. It might not be sweet, the labor might not be sweet, but the fruit is actually worth it. So you have to pay a price for success. To achieve it, you have to put in some work. If you ask everybody out there that you look up to, who you feel is successful, they will all tell you that they put in hard work. Nobody will tell you about the story, his beginning, all the things he went through, all the sacrifices he had to make just to be where he is right now. You all see the big picture, we all see the success, and we want to have it, but we don't ask about the background story. How did they go? How did they achieve these things? So that is hard work. Hard work is very important. You can't just bypass it. So the next formula, the next thing on our chase formula is A, and that stands for always try again. Yes, in the book of pace setters, there is nothing like giving up. You might not get it the first time, second time, the third time, but it doesn't mean that you should give up. If you try plan A and it doesn't work, try plan B. If plan B doesn't work, find out why it didn't work and then try plan C. If you exhaust all the letters of the alphabet and they don't work, come on, go to your Roman numerals. Try plan I, plan I, plan I. Something will work. It does work for us, so it must work for you. But while trying again, what I advise you to do is that find out why your first plan did not work. Fix the problem and then turn it to your next plan and then work on it. Something must work for you. Look at Abraham Lincoln. How many times did he contest for American president? Yet, the last time he tried, he got it. If he had given up the fifth time, we would understand he has tried 5 times now. But yes, he knew that giving up is not an option. He kept trying over and over again. Look at the founder of KFC. He kept trying over and over again. So in formula of success, always try again. Because the last time you try, the next time you want to try might just be the time for you. And then the S in the cheese formula stands
Wait. Before you say the S, I'm sure a lot of people would tell me, Josh, why? I love the solid points. They are coming really fast. I love them. Let's go again. Consistency. Hard work.
Yes.
Always
Yes.
try again. My favorite is on the always try again. You know, there are a lot of personal testimonies to share, but checking out on yourself, even your own story, what you've said so far, I can see a lot of consistency and hard work, and you always trying again. And I think that's one of the reasons why a person's life can be spiced with a lot of goodies, and someone else will see him and say, oh, I admire this person, I admire this person. You must know their hard work. You must know about their consistency. You must know about them failing several times and trying again several times. I also appreciate somebody so much. You've mentioned him twice. J.O., Daddy Joe.
Yes, so Janovidia, that's represent him.
Yeah, we are representing John Obidi. You know,
Yes, sir.
virtually John Obidi is inspiring millions at once.
Millions is like,
And some people are just seeing the glory. There is a consistency, there is an hard work, and there is an always trying period. Oh, there's an always trying period, and that's wonderful. So don't let me offend anyone. I can see Brenda here. She's already asking me to let it continue. So it was with the S.
okay, the S is the solution finders. Pace setters are solution finders. They always look for problems and find solutions for them. And the amazing thing is that the world is filled with so many problems. And so there's an unlimited opportunity for you to make your mark. Just look for a problem and find a solution. That's how to stay ahead of the crowd. While others are busy complaining about the problem, busy murmuring, like Janobidi says, don't be among them. Don't complain with them. Find a solution. Personally, I saw a problem. Most medias were supporting in decent fashion. They were making it look like you have to show your cleavage for you to be fashionable. You have to wear crazy jeans for you to be fashionable. But I thought, no, people actually wanted to be recognized and be celebrated for upholding decency. And so I did what? I created that. It's a platform to celebrate decent fashion. Celebrate people already celebrate people that are already upholding standards of decency. So I saw a problem. I created a solution for it. Look at Mrs. Brenda Onu right now. She organized a seminar called "Before You Build: How to Build Your First Home for Your Own Home from Scratch." She saw a problem. People want to build a housing, but they don't know how to. And so she organized a seminar to teach them how to do that. She had that summit. People want to know how to make it in life. They want people to motivate them. And then Janobidi came to the rescue. Look at Open Awards. People need recognition, and Open is giving them that recognition. So there's so many examples out there. So just find a problem and bring solution to the table. That's how you can be a pace setter. I wrote fiction writer's handbook. People have been asking me, Chioma, how do I become a good writer? And instead of recommending them to other people, I wrote a book to help them. So I saw a problem and I provided a solution.
Yeah, true.
And the great thing about providing solution is that with solution comes money. So you're spending little bread with us, so you're providing solution for other people, and then you're helping yourself too.
Yeah, very
so
true.
that takes us to our last point, the E in the formula, in the case group.
Wait. Miss Brenda. Okay. Hit us with the E.
Okay, the E stands for execute. If you follow me, you must know that this is my watchword. This is what I talk about all the time. I tell people action is what you've been missing. See, people say ideas rule the world, but I don't believe that. I believe that is an incomplete statement because it is not ideas that rule the world. It is executed ideas that rule the world. The world does not applaud ideas. The world applauds executed ideas. Every single thing you see out there that you applaud is because people actually took the effort to execute them. Ideas are a dime a dozen. People come up with ideas all over the world. But the only ones we tend to celebrate are the ones that are executed. Ask yourself this question. How many ideas just this year? This year is too much safe. Just this month, how many ideas have you thought about? You've thought about a lot. But are you executing them? In secondary school, I had a plan of partnering with MTN to organize ACMC Got Talent, just like this Nigeria Got Talent. Okay. But I never did it, and the world is not applauding me for it because what? It's still just an idea in my head. I only talked about it with people, with teachers, and then I never did it. So people are not applauding it. I created an ad for PPM, but I never executed it, so nobody's applauding it. But see DAB, everybody's talking about DAB. We're having DAB magazine launch soon because what? I executed my ideas. So I tell you, the world does not celebrate ideas. Ideas don't rule the world. Executed ideas rule the world. Whatever plan you have, whatever ideas you have. See, I know you might be a dreamer. It's good to dream. Me, I'm a dreamer too. I love making grand ideas in my head, but I believe in execution. There was something Janobidi says. Pardon me, I love listening to Janobidi, so I'll be quoting him a whole lot. And I'm not going to quote him verbatim this time around because I don't remember the quotes offhand. So let me just tell you a summary of what he said. He said, the reason why some people don't blow is that they take a gun, they aim, they change the barrel, they aim again, they change the bullets, they aim again, but they never take the shot. See, even if you're planning, make sure that your planning is not a disguised excuse for procrastination. Because most times when we're procrastinating, when we are not sure of ourselves, when we are scared, when we're having cold feet, in order to make ourselves feel better, we give ourselves this little pep talk, we console ourselves that we're preparing. Are you sure you're preparing? Ask yourself that question. Are you preparing or are you just procrastinating? If you just procrastinate, until you execute, and then you don't need everything to be perfect before you execute. When I started out DAP, I didn't know about DAP Martin, but along the line, the ideas, the whole plan will begin to unfold.
Yeah.
So just take that leap of faith, execute. Remember, like I said, the world does not celebrate ideas. Ideas don't rule the world. Executed ideas rule the world.
Now,
So that's that chase blueprint.
no, sincerely, I realized that, if you have an idea, it's always better to start that idea immediately, and along the line it grows, because
Yes.
I can imagine what would have happened if Mark Zuckerberg never started Facebook. Now we are streaming through Facebook, and when he must have started Facebook, it might not be in his thoughts that there will be a live stream added to it and the many other features added to it. But
Yes,
along the
Facebook keeps
line,
adding new features every day to show you what ideas are all about.
ideas are coming out. And one thing I have also realized is that at times when you're doing something, you might be the one who begets an idea, but God at times positions some people who can help you expand that idea and make it better. You see, at times what you have in your mind is just looking like a nutshell or just something very little, but there's somebody who with that little can make a big explosion of it, and that's the reality. That's the reality. It makes me remember Bill Gates. Bill Gates. I remember in the biography of Bill Gates, it is said that as an early CEO, he was very, very he was so hard on people, and his office were always scattered. Things were not so organized until when he met one of his friends who was able to help him organize properly. I can't remember how the story went properly, but the point is, every dream, every idea, everything you ever thought of, every dream you ever dream of, and you believe strongly in it, that it can change a thing, it can change the circumstance, it can change the way things are originally. It is always better to do it. Thank you very, very much. So this is the change formula. And Chioma, sincerely, I don't know if you have the plans, but I think you should actually transform this into a book, something we can actually have, because yeah, I'm giving you I'm giving you the lead on
Okay.
that. Please.
Okay, then I actually want to add something to a question you asked me before.
Okay.
Okay,
Please
when you
go.
asked me about writers, something came to my mind now. I actually planned to say it before, then it skipped my mind. See, when I was writing Christian Writer's Hands, at the point in writing the book, I lost inspiration. I couldn't write anymore. And then I took a break and I attended a writer's training organized by Tolulope Faniro and Brenda Unu. These are my writing coaches. Forgot that I'm calling them by their name, it's Facebook. I call them Mrs. Brenda Unu and Mrs. Tolulope Faniro. I attended a writer's training they held, and then it's boosted the writer in me again. I felt inspired again. And then I went back to the drawing board. I wrote my book and it became better. But before even publishing the book, I gave the book to both of them to read and give me reviews. And they gave me feedback. They saw errors in my book and then they corrected it for me. And I went back to the drawing board, made use of the corrections they made, and then wrote my book. And that's why my book is better right now, because I had people that would review it for me. I had people that would give me honest feedback. So if you're a writer out there, before you publish your book, make sure you have people that will give you honest feedback. You just meet your friends that will tell you, wow, wonderful book. They will just compliment you without giving you honest feedbacks, professional reviews. These are writers that have written books. So I could trust that they would give me honest reviews about my book. And then for those that have ideas and they want to execute them, it would help you to have a community of people that always push you to be the best version of yourself. As a writer, I belong to several writing groups, but one of my favorite writing groups is that Nigeria writing group. My family right now, they're my writing family. They always show up strong for me. Whenever I have anything to do with writing, any writing challenge, I can always fall back on them. So make sure you have a community. Make sure you have people out there that are watching out for you, people that you can always depend on, people that always give you honest feedbacks. Notice that I'm making use of the word honest feedback, because these days we have people just using flattery words. People want to flatter you, but are they telling you honest truth? So make sure you have that.
Thank you very much. Chioma, I want to surprise you. I want to bring Mrs. Brenda, live. Also, I would actually drop the link here on the comment section, and I would want anybody who is interested to come in. But I really want to have Mrs. Brenda on, because you've mentioned her severally. You've mentioned John Obidi severally. You've mentioned. But before we go there, let me just quickly go to a little bit to the commercial section. We have some commercial section here, and let me just quickly brush that a little. So I speak about Obedodo spices here, and we are actually looking forward to whoever is interested. When you shop on their website, you actually have the opportunity to use the promo code Josh 02 0720. Yeah, I'll put the promo code up here, and they give you a 10% discount on all your purchases. So there's a 10% discount on all your purchases if you and we also have so Obedodo spices. They are basically into spices. They make spices, and that's what they do. There's different kind of spices. I'll put the link to their website in the comment section when it's time. We also have the Crunchy Food Hub. The Crunchy Food Hub, they are into all manners of cereals. We spoke about them the last time. I'm going to drop their handle also in the comment section. You can check them on Facebook. You can check them on Instagram. They are into all manners of sales at all sales. They will be giving out 10% discount to all sales worth 5,000 naira and above. So all manners of sales at all sale. And you can also visit them on Facebook, yeah, like I said, on the Instagram page. We also have the Ara surprises. Yes, we had comment from the Ara surprises. A lot of people have tried Ara surprises, and they had truly been surprised. And that's one thing we celebrate. They had truly been surprised. So Ara surprises, they specialize into events and surprises. You want to surprise your spouse, your family member, dad, mom, whosoever, on their birthday, wedding anniversary, whatsoever. They have a promo also that's going to be lasting for this month. Ara surprises and events are they launched out on the 1st of this month. They became public on the 1st of this month, but they are actually giving out 1,000 naira recharge card to 6 people. When you check on their Instagram page, I'll put the link on their Instagram page and the likes. We have bed sheets and duvet and the likes. We have Covedella. Yes, I'm interested in Covedella more because for today, Covedella he said they are giving 50% discount on all of your purchases when you buy materials. They sell clothing materials and the like. So when you buy your fabrics like the plain, the pattern, the cashmere. I don't know. If sincerely I don't know how to pronounce that, and I don't know what it means. But you have to use the promo code Josh 0720, and that's it. So Chioma, thank you very, very much. I don't know, Miss Brenda, are you there? Okay. Yeah, I hope to have Miss Brenda soon. So, Chioma, we actually have a question for you. It is a game section, and we are going to be wrapping it up very soon. So, are you interested? This game is this or that. It's called this or that. So, I'll be giving you the options of 2 things, and you would tell us the answer straight away. So let us do that quickly. Options of 2 things, then you tell us the answer straight away. Which one do you prefer? So this or that, fish or stick?
Fish or what?
Okay, let me say fish or meat.
Meat.
Tricycle or bike? In traffic.
Tricycle. In Lagos traffic, please bike.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
White. Okay. Vanilla or chocolate? Ice cream.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Reality or fiction?
Fiction.
Television or book?
Television. Television,
Dressing.
please.
Dressing. Formal or casual?
Formal.
Sandals or high heels?
Heels.
Okay. Morning or night?
Night.
Call or text? I
Text.
do that one. Indoor or outdoor?
Indoor.
Thank you very much. So we're having Mrs. Brenda live. Yeah. Mrs. Brenda,
Hello.
thank you very much. Welcome, ma. So
Thank you.
Oh,
so
man.
Thank you.
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. This is amazing. This is a pleasant surprise.
So, thank you for joining us, Miss Brenda. I actually would hope to have you some other time. I would look forward to it. You and I will talk about it. Thank you very much. As Shoma kept on mentioning your name, I knew there is something I need to know about you, and it's awesome seeing you. It's awesome knowing you. For now, we are actually going to get to know better. Thank you very, very much, Shoma. Thank you very much. I guess you have something to say, Miss Brenda.
Choma, I didn't intend to take your shine. I was just supporting.
No, ma. I love to share. It's an honor to share the stage with you.
Well done. You're doing very, very well. Well done. I'm super proud of you.
Oh,
Thank you
thank you,
very much.
ma.
Thank you so much, man. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. Oh,
Welcome.
thank you, everyone. Shoma, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful section with you. The Chase formula is superb. Thank you very, very much. I want you to transform that into a book, and I would ask you consistently about it until when you actually have it. Thank you,
All
everyone.
right. Thank
I
you.
apologize. Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We hope to have you some other time till we meet again. This is On the Couch with Josh. Thank you so much. I'm supposed to be in 15 minutes ago. 25 minutes.
When I said we could be alone